second part of this recording and video is gonna be the capital flow index. I want to mention something for you guys to hopefully maybe understand it, use it as well into your trading, but well with leverage or with spot backs. So this is mine technical I'm using. I have one more on a different trading view. It's a little bit more personal. But this one I've been trying to build up for you guys. And this is as well a way of using it. Use the Bitcoin chart no matter which one. Use the Bitcoin chart no matter which one. Move your oscillator windows like separate maxed out. And then one capital flow index. Put it on manual. And no matter what you put it into it. But I like to have like the index information, right? So that's going to be a little bit on Bitcoin, total market, Dixie, and VIX. Why? Because not only they don't correlate with each other, but then go against each other. So what does that mean? Means if anything's going to be over here, then the other one's going to be over here. So that's going to be crossing each other, right? That's what you aim for. So is that doing right now? Yes, the market and Bitcoin is aiming to go higher. Dixie and VIX is quite low right now, right? Obviously, the market is going up from today or tomorrow, yesterday or whatever, right? That's obvious. So that cross you always want to aim for. This is well indicator of where is the market going and how is it moving, right? So potentially this still goes higher or not, or we're gonna see a flip into it, right? So next to that one below, you put all of your asset that you're holding in spots or you want to trade, whatever you want to see. But so far, if you want to do the correlation between those two oscillators or indicators, then you are aiming for the market and the Bitcoin, of course, to be highest as possible, Dixie and VIX as lowest as possible. Then, of course, what does the euro market do? This. And to make it a little bit more nicer as well, that starts moving already from February, Friday. Sorry, Jesus Christ, my brain is off. Friday, the 17th. It's been already moving higher. All of those tickers over here, and you can see the flow score as well, like 25%, 52, 35. That's quite as well heavy, right? What it did. Most of them, the top ones are the shitties or the meme coins. They're quite moving, right? They don't need that much volume to be moved, but that's fine. ETH as well, carry on with them. Right? Bitcoin still can go higher. Hype is in neutral line, so that still can pop higher up. And then, of course, you have the normal alts, als Injective, AVEX, and Solana was there as well. Somewhere over here, I guess, had it. I think so. Yeah, Solana is over here in dark color. So this still potentially can go higher, right? From your neutral line. So that's how you use this asset. You can see like, okay, what's the market doing? Is the index dumping or is it like below the neutral line? Cool. That means the market's going to go up. Are we going to find any entries? Yes, of course. You go to the asset and then see, is there any possible structure or anything that you learn from your strategies or your technique to trade, use them, and then there it is, right? Or what I'm doing with this most of the times, I have a rule: every single asset is going to be below minus 24%. So technically, this area over here, that's a spot back. Buy, trade it up, right? And then you're gonna sell it when that's gonna be around above the 60 or area or something like that on the higher time frame, right? Not on 4 hour, but I'm using it most on the daily. But then still, look at that. So for now, 4 hour look how the 4 hour looks like on the crypto flow index, right? Bitcoin and total market is quite above the neutral line, 20%, and Bitcoin is already on 46%. Go on the daily, higher time frame. Where are we? Right? That whole move, that's on the lower time frame. Obviously, right? We've been just saying that as well while we've been doing the Bitcoin thing. So obviously that was lower time frame move. So far, we still aim to go higher, right? Because still the VIX and Dixie are above the neutral line. And Bitcoin did use a small movement with the market. So yeah, obviously we could grind it out and do the flip again, but then on the higher time frame, right? So this is well like how you can see how are your coins performing, because eventually zoom out. If you do this, and you can say every single asset that's gonna be above this line to, let's not go too crazy. Let's say 95%, right? Around this 95%. This is profit taking area, right? Every single asset that's gonna be below this line, minus 70. Let's not get crazy because they're not dumping that hard or not on the indicator, right? It's a buy. Always as that. Yes, it's still continuation, but that you can see if you're gonna have something like this, right? You have quite a bottom, and then you start to do this. That means the volume coming into the market and even coming above the line of minus 60, then yes, that's still obvious that the volume is coming in because we start to reverse on that. That's how I like to use it. And obvious as it gets, this is it, right? This shows you how your portfolio performs, right? So don't look at this thing with how many percentage you need to be in the portfolio, because you're never going to be able to do that straight ahead, because that's calculate after the move is done already on it. So I will not even look at this percentage wise, but then do your own math with your own funds, like where do you want to be in, right now. Like for example, somewhere in September, right, was good plan to buy ETH, because ETH was at its lowest, and then it did the whole move to the upside, right? And now it's even holding on the neutral line still. So yeah, that was great area to buy anything, even though it was spot. I don't say like you need to put like leverage trade on it, but buy spot no matter what, right? And look at you can see like every single time you came into that area, you've been skyrocketing into the 60% area over here. And that's the area that you're going to take some profit, or look at the charts. How does it look like? Is it continuation still? Yes. Because this still over here, when you came in with, I guess that was AVAX. Yeah. With AVAX over here, you had a small drop and you had a continuation over here. So it all depends how your structure looks. But then still, that's the area to take some profits on it, right? And that's what I've been using for quite a long time. I don't know what this is. Put it so okay, never mind. But yeah, right now we are at the lowest, almost with most of the coins, right? So yeah, is there an area to buy? Definitely, it is still on some of the coins, like they're below. So okay, another thing. What I'm like to do. This is your neutral line, 0, right? Obviously. Then I like to settle another line in between the neutral lines. So that's going to be 25, 30-ish area, some over here, right? Because that's the half of the move. And then a half of this. This is it, right? You don't need nothing on it at all. And then you just set alerts on it as well, on those lines. Or on the indicator, you can set alerts as well on different assets as well. Flow index, that's the second one I need. And then you have the all of your assets. Independent, you can set alerts on it, right? So asset one, value, you want it to have like below or around 50, front run it a little bit, right? Set 50%, set alert, and you're gonna be notified when the price or the volume, the indicator will reach that area. Done, right? That's how you deal with your spot backs. Obviously, if you buy them on the right time, not the tops, and you're gonna sell the bottoms, but that's how I'm dealing with, right? Non-stop. Does this make sense to you guys? To have this, even this on only this by himself is already a great indicator and information wise what is happening with the market and where are we right now, because so far look at that monthly, right? Dixie and VIX are quite low. What's going to happen if this going to go over here on the monthly? Where is this going? right? This gives you a quite overview of the market, percentage wise, what it does. Weekly, look at that. Yes, we still can go higher on the weekly. That's definitely happening right now. Daily, same thing, right? Even 4 hours, no matter the time frame. But this is how you can build out your own indicator with information, what's happening with the market and where are we, without even moving away from trading view, right? I like to have everything in one place, and this is how you do it. Easy as that. Make a new tab, give it a go, and that's how it works. On top of that, if you have your own in both of them as you own manually, right? You can have as well like the sector wise. That gives you as well kind of idea of the market movement, right? But that's only the top three significant coins from all of those assets. But still, it's pretty good because like I've been calling the privacy coin over here, and since the time that in August I've been calling that shit, it went even above 100%, right? And you don't need to do nothing. You just look at it, watch it, and react on it. This is the whole idea about it, right? This will do every single thing what you need to do for your portfolio to keep it track. If you don't like journaling, or like you don't have the head for it, or whatever, or you can do it in any kind of perspective, no matter what. This is kind of your journal, right? If you set it up with those levels, alerts, and even with the top ones, like I did with the index, or with the sector ones, no matter what, you're gonna do it on it. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you knew it, but this changed as well. It pissed me off today because I couldn't find the indicators. Uh, but this is well like a journal for you, right? Because same thing, like you buy over here and it gives you the opportunity to buy this and you're gonna sell this. So already not only journaling for you the whole process of your move, but you have already a target as well, right? Oh shit, I know already why that line was. That line was important because I'm on the. Oh fuck. Okay. Remember not to fuck it up. Anyhow, but you get the point of it, right? I guess to use those two indicators. I try to give you opportunity to manage your spot backs, and you can do it with seriously like with whatever you want it, right? So you have like options to use 32 assets. By all means, go ahead and fill it up and react on it. That means set the levels for yourself and see, okay, what's injective doing right now, and that's on a monthly chart, right? Injective. Okay, let's go on injective and see how that looks like on a monthly, right? Where are we? Quite shitty, but what do we need to do? We need to hold this on monthly level, right? This is your level to hold on. Are we gonna break that? Then, oh boy, we still could fill up this week, hopefully, and then turn around. But that's still that we are far from even reaching out for the high or the resistance above us, right? Okay, and that's on monthly, I understand. But then does it show you the right information? Yes, it does, right? This is what I'm seriously like start to give as well to my students, start to try to implement with them because this is quite helpful, especially, and that's going to be the fun part. Right now, it's a little bit more boring-ish, I guess you can say, but the fun part starts to be in the bear market. Imagine you're going to have this area, for example, if you're going to be on a daily in the bear market, right? And you're just going to buy every single asset over here when it's going to reach and adding to it constantly, right? Curva alert. Bro, seriously, to be honest with you, I was thinking about it to, what is it? Sounds? Yeah. Thinking about it if is a possibility to add your own sounds to it. Imagine what I will do with it. Like, oh boy, my girlfriend's. Oh, okay, I'm gonna sleep outside for sure if those alerts gonna go off of my speakers. Anyhow, but yeah, using this tool in the bear market not only would give you quite nice entries as well to add up or DCA into your coin every single time, because not only you're gonna forget about it to buy the freaking tops, right? But you start to aim for the lows of every single move and still DCA into that bigger back on you, right? And then of course when the market is gonna turn around on you, boy oh boy, you're gonna be happy that that's gonna do something like this, right? And you don't need to think about it. Like set your assets, right? What you want to trade or what you want to buy, set the alerts, and you're gonna be notified about it. And that's how you're gonna deal with your bags, right? Set lines as well in between. I used to do it, and then watch happening. And don't like obviously if you're gonna have 32 assets over here, please be aware, don't use the alerts on the speakers. Like make sure you're gonna have like only notification on your phone or something, because that's gonna blast through it. I had it once and it killed my speakers almost. Oh, allowed to use this for the bots? What do you mean to use this for the bots? Of course he's allowed. It's MD and everyone's allowed to use it. I'm giving to you guys. This is fucking free stuff that I'm giving to you. Like, yeah, he's allowed. But how do you want to use this for the bots? Like, if the asset's gonna be below, then the bot's gonna buy. I mean, it could be. You could combine that. Like, yeah, definitely. But yeah, like understand this. This is a quite powerful tool, guys. I'm dead serious with it, because if you're gonna follow, you're gonna set a new rules for yourself. You're gonna wait till the asset's gonna be that low, and then only you're gonna react on it. So all of that noise that you're having in between this whole move, it's gone, because you're not gonna listen to it. You're gonna wait till this and this gonna happen, right? So already you are like compressing all of the noise around it, uncertainties and confirmations, what you need in one indicator. That's all. And you can as well clearly see in the breaks of it, right? Eyes coming back into it, technically retest and then failing, right? It works kind of like a charts. Oh, and by the way, if you don't like those lines, like by all means, you can smooth them around, right? Just adding one to the smoothing, it can give you those kind of lines if you like them. If you into that, that's fine. You can change it whatever you want. It's gonna give you exact the same reading, right? If not, then go to the styles, and you can change whatever you want. Like freaking, if you want bubbles on it, by all means do that. Process, like go crazy with it. I don't care. Like if you want this even, you can set up technically those kind of charts, like even better ones, right? If you like those readings, because then but then you cannot have like more assets at once, because it's going to be cluttered. This as well like gives you quite idea how the asset moves, right, from the neutral line. This is quite a nice tech, by the way, or even those ones. So yeah, like obviously you continue, and then you start. Oh, this is quite neat actually, right? The first candle that's not gonna be above the second one, the previous one, that's already gives you the sign that S is gonna turn around. There you have it, right? Obviously, same as the high time frame bots on the Wave Master. There's plenty of ways of using it, and please, even by all means, like you can tag me. Though this one is quite as well made. I had a couple times those ones, but they are quite big. Tag me as well into your settings and show me what you're doing, right? Because it's quite interesting. Seriously, this is quite fun to play around with it, and it's easy. You can break it. That's the fun part of it. You cannot break it, or even columns, right? But yeah, you can go crazy with it. Make it as your own. That's the best thing. And this is it, right? There's nothing to say about it. You still, on most of the assets, you are below the 60. That's fine. You are aiming to go higher up. Cool. How does the high time frame look like? That could change as well a bit, right? Obviously. Last time we've been there, we had a nice run up. Can we do it again? Definitely. What is the data based on the create the graph? Create this. It's a technically volatility movements, right? So the volume base and percentage, both combined into the indicator that is pulling out from the informations. Because when you, the thing is, it needs, like, yeah, you can do it single asset. For example, right? It's going to show you this because, yeah, single, showing you capital flow index on single assets gonna gives you the reading of that assets only, right? Now the fun part starts when you start to add things to it. That means it's gonna combine those two as well and read them as the opposite or from each other. So right now, what do we do on the weekly, right? Dixley is moving a little bit higher and Bitcoin start to drop. Adding VIX to it, look at that. It spreads them because the movement of those three separate. It's already different, right? And it need to fit as well into the chart. So it need to be a little bit more visible, right? And then the third one, of course, that gives you the filling into it. You update this, Adrian, where I will. Oh yeah, it's gonna be okay. The thing is, I never do that, but I'm gonna update this twice on the MDX, and I'm gonna add to the capital flow index stuff. Okay, I'm gonna cut it. I try to cut it out of the video. I'm gonna upload it as a separate video then. Okay. I hope that's gonna work. So yeah, this is just the way how I'm doing this, and it's been quite profitable. I can tell you because yeah, you cannot go wrong with it. Obviously, it's give you quite nice readings, and next to the next to your bags and your trading style and whatever you want to do with it, it gives you quite nice overall market information, right? But based only on the charts technically and the volume, right? There is nothing like FUD or there's nothing like fundamentals about it. No, it's only the charts all together. That's fine. How they move. This is the movement of the charts. Done. Yes. Right? So yeah, you cannot go wrong with it. Definitely not. And believe me, it's gonna change the whole trading style what you're doing. It's gonna make you way easier. And I'm sorry that I'm gonna say, but you're gonna get a little bit more lazy after you're gonna use this. But it's gonna make life much more easier, and that's what we want, right? Making money while doing nothing. So hey, there it is. And this is really, really awesome stuff. I've been like, how many months or not only a year I've been mentioning this stuff over here that I'm having. So yeah, I hope this is quite clear how that works and how you can combine it and go crazy with, right? Maybe I didn't even go through everything because I'm a little bit too lazy and too busy for it. But this is what I need. But if you need more on it, please, by all means, add to it and see how that works and show us as well. Like mention me in the chat or whatever, or different mentors, and show us how that does it work. Because you can do it on so many things. This is such a powerful tool. Like for example, try to use maybe the SPX or something into it, right? Or I don't know, maybe the communities we have, the different styles as well. But dominance, right? You can use it as well with dominance. That's quite fun as well to see how they are performing. So instead of having those stickers, right? Let's switch them off. Let's see how that works with dominance. BTC. Uh, oh, dominance together with which one we want? USD D dominance. Eve, right? Could be as well nice. No, I'm in the dark, so I can see my keyboard. Dominance. What do we have more? See? What is it? Oh, fuck it. You can do it as well like that, right? And see how that forms and how that works, right? Gives you as well reading. Maybe a little bit more stable-ish, but still, right? But that's okay on a weekly. But if you go to the daily, for example, what do we have? USDT, BTC, quite high. 60 low, start to flip that. We might even go higher up, right? If not, we still continue lower. You can add so many things to it. It's crazy. Oh, the drop of Eve, right over here. Maybe I need to change the colors, but anyhow, you can read it. The drop of Eve happened over here, right? But Bitcoin went all of the 39%. So there it is. There is the flip, right? The correlation of it. Dixie is still stable. USDT dropped as well a little bit. So that means if USDT drops, that means the money coming into the market or out of the wallets, whatever. But most of the way you think that it's coming back into the market. That's as well a perspective of see. If USDT go lower, then I mean the assets are going higher, right? And vice versa. That's the way how you can see the spot the correlation on it, right? So yeah, it's fun. It's fun to play around with it, and it's easy as it is because there is not much to change of it, and you can change the data, but only on this is on price. Sorry, but you can change the volume of volatility on it, and yeah, see how that works for you, right? Let's add the not the dominance. Yeah, so work it out, play around with it. If you have any questions, by all means, like seriously ask. That's why we are here. If you don't know anything to set it up or need help with it, like ask us or one of us. We are here to help. But this is a little bit the way how it works and how it performs. And like I've been saying, like the way how Viking is said, that's great as well to have it in your mind as well, understanding that if the asset is around this area, it's still continuation, right? Be aware of that because it's still same. It's gonna be over here. It's still continuation. Go lower. Still, you're not gonna do something like this, right? Obviously. So yeah, keep that in mind. But that's why I say like this is the area as well to take profits, right? I don't like the way that you need to find an area to trade right now over here because that assets can do something like this. So I'm not really on that side. I'm always buying the freaking support and shorting or taking TPs on the resistance, whatever. But I like to buy it on this area for any potential movement or adding into my bags and taking TPs over here, right? That's how I like to work it. Yeah, this is really, really amazing tool. And if you start using it, then this is going to be your journal eventually, or a part of your journal, or the way that you're going to treat your bags quite differently and you're going to have a better point of view on the market on top of it. Because not only you can do it on a lower time frame, or you can go crazy as in doing it on a weekly and do that instead. Buy every single thing on the weekly because then you're going to have massive spikes in your bags every single time you buy it around the 60 area, minus 60 area, right? And yes, the data might not be that historical because it is a high time frame, but still, right? So yeah, I hope you find it quite useful. I hope so because this is Really, really useful tool. I hope you can use it into your own advantage, and you're gonna make fucking billions from it. That's the whole goal and aim for, right? So yeah, let's have a let's go back into the charts and see how Bitcoin is performing, and then I'm gonna call it a day because I'm gonna have a quite busy week with meetings, calls, and whatever coming up. So gonna be hectic. Anyhow, do you have any questions about the capital flow index or overall what you want to know or any takers so far? Please, by all means, now it's time. Nice, Orca. Happy that you like it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Yeah, cool, cool, cool. It is in relation to the other asset selected. It's not in a relation, it just calculated different. If you have multiple assets over here, it's gonna calculate differently because it need to fit into this chart, right? So eventually it's need to like adjust a little bit. But overall, the whole idea is to give you perspective like where are the assets, right? So if you are oversold or overbought, you can look at it as well like that. Or are you already in the area to take profits or are you in the area to buy something, right? The percentage moves, yeah, it's there, but I'm not really paying attention to it. I'm paying attention, like I've been saying, into those areas over here, those boxes, right? Those boxes are the most important because that's the buy, that's TP or re-enter or ECA, whatever you want to call it. And then overall market view, right? How we doing where we are right now? Because yes, RSI can give you as well, like, yeah, we are overbought, overheated, or whatever, oversold. But then market wise, like, where are we, right? We had here, over here, a dip. That was a Saturday, 11 October. That was a quite dip that we had, right? And from that point of view, we went a little bit higher and we're still holding on that area till we're going to do something over here, right? And then aim to go higher. So this is the whole idea how you work it out on the capital flow index and use it into your own advantage. Like, yeah, the percentage are there, but I'm 99%. I'm not really paying attention to that one because I don't care. I care where are we? Where are we facing into it? Did we dip already quite heavily on top of it or not? Or are we in the area to take profits? Can I buy now? I'm gonna go on the chart and have a look how that asset looks like. Right? Is it already like bottoming? Did we regain anything? We regain? Cool. I'm gonna buy. Right? No question now. Powerful. Need to watch it again and please share the link. Yeah, sure. Or no worries. I'm gonna do that as well. I'm gonna cut it out of the video and then upload it as a different video. Yeah, NSB, have fun and let me know if it works out for you, mate. As well, falling in general, if you buy the bottom, 100% price could fall below your fairly easy. Yeah, of course. I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, yeah, this is still a continuation in the down move over here, right? But you already, if you zoom out or zoom in, depends how you call it, in the way of going into that asset more, right? So eventually here, like, yeah, we dipped, right? We dip into the market, then we start to do something like this. We go and get above the 60 line. That means we start to regain already something on the chart. That gives me already a sign that not only we stop dipping lower, but we starting to reverse the move, right? That's why I said everything below this line, it's still potential move to the downside. Still, you're gonna regain the 60% or the minus 60% area. That's already potentially buy. Definitely a buy then, right? Sorry. That's what I say. And that's vice versa as well from the top over here. 60%, right? So yeah, like I said, this is still continuation 1 hour. Still, we're gonna reverse. right? So eventually this is, you take profit area. If Bitcoin start to do this, something like this, right? Then already we start distinctly reverse or go into the neutral line or having a pullback, right? Whatever. But that's on 1 hour. Daily wise, that's quite different, right? Right now, because that still potentially can go way higher. It all depends which time frame you look up and focus at. For my spot bags, daily and weekly is freaking the go for me. I'm blindly, and that's me. I'm blindly gonna buy every single asset that's coming into that 60 line, because not only we rarely go below that, but we most of the times we front run it even. So if the asset's coming back into that line, then yeah, that's on the weekly. On the daily, it's a bit better, and that's the buy. Spot wise, I'm talking about trading it. It's a little bit different. I still have my way of trading from this. I'm gonna cover that as well later on, but it's a little bit too much for today. Us in leverage trading from it, because it's still possible. I did do it with second confirmation, like where are we? Are we bottom or not? Then yeah, you can use that as well on the low time frame when you leverage trading. Definitely it works. And quite accurate as well. Look at that, Friday, like all the dump, everything went above the 60%. And now where do we hold? Minus 28, the mid area. Perfect, right? Mm, 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 mm. But yeah, I hope that's quite obvious and helpful as well for you guys. Yeah, let me know how does BTC look on the RN. Looks on there, RN. Depends on which time frame you are looking. Right now on right now, oh sorry. Right now on the 1 hour is still continuation, right? It's above 77 even. That's 1 hour, so it's still continuation till we're gonna get close to 60%. Even market wise on the index, that's still facing higher. So 4 hour still middling around the 7% over here. Behind the Solana, you can see it. Reddit, see? So over here, we are quite higher on the index wise. And daily wise, we still quite bottomed on it. So yeah, potentially still going higher. But chart wise, we are facing into resistance. So quite heavy one as well, to be honest with you. But yeah, nice run up. Now we need to settle a support. Hopefully something on this side. That's going to be your support. You're coming back, holding that. It's potentially higher. But now the fun part begins on the higher time frame, what people don't like to hear. So not only we are on the side retesting the whole daily resistance, but then on daily wise, if you need to regain anything, then it's 115 area to go. Yes, potentially that's another 8% move. That's cool. But to regaining anything and breaking the highs, we still have some work to do. So far, locally, great. Great Sunday pump, like always. Hopefully, it's not going to be a fake one, like we used to have it over here. Remember this? That was not only a week ago, but that was after the whole big ass lump. So be careful, we're not going to do it again. But so far, it's good. Nice. Did we? Oh, we not. We still have 2 hours to close above this hip. So yeah. So far, so good. Nice move from the so-called support, if you can call it over here. If there is anything to hold on, and it's fine. All Gucci. Everything's going above. Yeah, still could be continuation. If not, then this is the area to get the reversal sign of it. Be fun if you're gonna have the buy signal right now. Yeah. Cool stuff. Mm. Oh yeah. Any questions, guys? Lovely people over here. Anything else that you want to oh, thank you. Do some testing. Back to work. I'm sorry, guys. I'm every Sunday putting you to work, but hey, it is what it is. It's not much to work on, but hey, something at least, right? And believe me, this is gonna change your game. Definitely in spot backs. Definitely. And wait till we're gonna be in bear market. Boy, oh boy, we're gonna make money. Take it as it is. Maybe I'm gonna be here next year to hear everything about it from you guys. But let's see. So far, so good, right? Hope you're gonna have a great weekend. End of the weekend. Depends where you are. Let's see how the market's gonna open up today or tonight. That's gonna be quite interesting. Definitely. Be aware that we're still facing into the resistance. We didn't do major flip yet till we're not gonna regain 110 and then aiming for 115 for the next week. There's not much economics coming in. I mean, core inflation, yeah. But that's only one, and that's gonna be in 24. That's Friday. Jesus, whole week for that to come. So yeah, remember we're facing resistance. So take it easy. Don't go too crazy overboard. We still can come lower to grab the lowest liquidity left, and then aiming to get rid of the resistance above us. Hopefully, let's see. If not, then it's time for Bitcoin to do some bear market stuff, I guess. And the rest of the market maybe can run. Who knows? But yeah, so far, that's all from me. Have a look on the capital flow index. Let me know how you feel about it. And I will see you on the flip side Wednesday. Bye bye. Love you all.